Booth became a confessional, full of admitted sins, forgiveness, and answered prayers. In the midst of his ramblings about how and why he could do better, I heard myself mumble, "Brother, we need you." All right, let's go. We are back. That final set of the Black Man Lab Afterflow, powered by the New Georgia Project here at ITC. Thank you, President Matthew Wesley Williams, for having us in this space here at the Atlanta University Center. Marty, how you doing, brother?
Man, amazing.
You put in some miles, man.
A few.
Yeah.
A few, man.
Back to back, boom.
Back to back. We got out there, didn't come back until it was over, man. And
tell them where you
went. We did Savannah, then we did Albany, and then Fort Valley. And we stayed the night in each spot, and it was just super powerful and beautiful. And it was great to be out on the road. I was with Bob Johnson and OG Big Red.
No doubt. Road Warriors. And thank God for OG Big Red, because I know Bob could not have handled driving, and nor could I. Hey, man, look, Bob was around here planning Juneteenth, man. He don't have time to be driving your rusty behind, right? OG Big Red is doing his thing, but he was rolling the whip. What did y'all ride? Was it an Escalade?
Yeah, Escalade looking like a Chrysler Pacifica.
Bruh, them boys sitting in that minivan, Khalfani. I was like, oh, okay, y'all looking real OG.
Yeah, leaning.
Man, bumping, I don't know. I ain't even gonna say what kind of music y'all was playing, but what's up, fellas? How y'all doing, brothers?
Good. It's all good.
Good, man. We got a couple of our younger guns, and then we got one of the OGs here in the house. But y'all come through Black Man Lab pretty regularly. But introduce yourselves to the Black Man Lab world so folks know who you are.
All right, peace, everybody. My name is Khalfani Sunni Ali. You know what I'm saying? I'm here as Khalfani, but on the internet, you can see me as Khal for real.
What is it?
As Khal for real.
Khal for real.
K-H-A-L, number 4 R-E-A-L.
All right, you got a presence out there.
You know
huh?
what I'm saying? Good to see y'all though.
Good to see you. No doubt. And tell them how old you are, man.
I'm 20 years old. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. And basically I work in media under Eldridge, and I also just film my own content and work. I just work. I work with the people.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Sunni Ali.
He got him some new sound effects.
That's a stroke. Yeah, look, keep him not stop with the sound effects, man. He rocking. And see, he was a little upset because when we were at the Fort Valley State University where he attended school,
right,
and he pledged his fraternity, and they came out crazy deep. We didn't get to have a podcast, so he was just like,
stop playing with me. What?
He playing all kind of stuff, man. Introduce yourself, brother.
I said, keep getting it all in now.
No doubt.
My name is Quillen-El Hakeem Aziz Shabazz Muhammad, but Quillen-El for short. I'm an artist, as a poet, spoken word artist, philosopher, rapper, and writer. I also just finished my education last year at UCLA in a master's in African studies. Before that, it was undergrad at FAMU. The illustrious #1 public HBCU in the country. Just want to be able to throw that out there.
And the best homecoming.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. And, got something to throw. But my undergrad was in philosophy and religion, and before that I went to trade and information technology at Atlanta Tech, not too far from here.
You've just
and it's funny that we at Clark, because this is actually one of the places that I'm looking at for my PhD.
All right. So you the Atlanta University, you will be here.
I would like to be able to be. I would love to be. So
it's gonna happen.
If we can get that flowing, I would love it.
Hey, you put it in the universe, and we believe it will. It will manifest without question. OG, what's up, Coop?
Oh, man. What's
Introduce
going on?
Tell them what it is, man.
My name James Cooper. They call me OG Big Coop. I survived a lot in life, turned my life around. I'm a youth advocate, speak in middle schools, high schools, colleges. I went down the wrong path, so my whole goal is to make sure the next young man or young queen don't go down the wrong path. Self-taught day trader. I trade futures, pretty good at it. And I want to take that and run it into the HBCUs as a program.
All right. What part of the country you originate from? I know you.
I'm from New Jersey.
Yeah.
I'm from up top.
Up top. There it is, man. I told you we had Jersey, New York, Philly.
I'm from this little town called Vineland, New Jersey, 60,000 population. The county is 160,000, but we starting to groom some dogs coming out of there for football. If you look at the Dallas Cowboys, they got Bell on there, Marquise Bell. He a rookie, number 41. Straight from there. Pop Pacheco, number 10 for the Chiefs. All you know what I mean? The rookie. He killing the game. So we got this little area that they had to say, listen, either we gonna go hard in a negative way or we gonna switch that and go hard in a positive way. And they coming out that hood.
All right.
They coming
there
out.
It is. Reminds me of Flint.
Right.
Flint, Michigan, man. We come from Chicago. Yeah. Boy, you would see them boys from Flint. You like, how big is Flint? Because everybody got game. Coming out of Flint, football, basketball.
Wow.
Marty, man.
So tonight, man, I couldn't be more happy with how the tour culminated. With tonight, we had an amazing audience tonight, amazing crowd, great interaction. But what I want to do is I want to just turn to you, brothers, and ask, what were your thoughts on tonight? What resonated with you from tonight? And then, share your thoughts on the work that we're doing as the Black Man Lab. So I'll start with you, bro.
Sure. So one of the things I want to be able to say about the Black Man's Lab, one of the most amazing things about it is all of these powerful Black men with all these different things that they have in their backgrounds, different aspects that are being coming together at this one point in time to be able to come together for the common cause, and also just bringing different things to the table in order to be able to just shine it and be great. But I thought tonight was especially special because I thought this was the best Black Man's Lab ever.
Wow.
To be honest with you.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've been coming through consistently.
Yes, my father, Chris Crenshaw, he had passed in February. He was the owner of Q-Town Restaurant.
Yes, sir.
And
Lift him up.
yes, sir. And through his friend Glenn, that's how I was actually able to get put on to the
Glenn
lab.
Gilkey.
Yeah,
Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana, in the house technically, but and also Bob Ken. What I thought was especially interesting about tonight was the specific questions that y'all asked and actually had us to be able to think about, to be able to have us deliver those answers, because a lot of brothers, they were addressing specific things that we needed to be able to have addressed in our community and solutions that we needed to be able to have brought. And it was really all keys to the doors that we needed to have open was in that room tonight.
No doubt.
And like a brother was saying, it's like, yeah, we can be able to ask them to be able to do it for us, like the senators, but we really have the ability to be able to do that stuff ourselves.
No doubt.
And even with me, myself, what I was bringing when I was asked the question, it was really to the senators, but also it could be able to be to us as well. Because when I was coming up through school, we didn't know nothing about a Black Man's Lab. I graduated high school in 2014. But that's what I was asking was these programs that could be able to help us as the younger youth, like even to get into college, just different opportunities, things that we can do, maybe just elevating ourselves. I didn't even know that these things were available to us. I would have loved to have participated, and I didn't know how important it was coming up to be able to do these things and to make sure that we are a part of these groups, getting these connections, and also just having our part. I just didn't know until I got into college, and then that's when I really elevated and flourished and stuff like that.
No doubt.
Of course, I did well, and I'm ahead of the curve. But I think about at that time what I could have been able to have, even though I'm 26, a young man from Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
But one of the most important things I would say just to our Black men is make sure you connecting. Make sure you're connecting with your brothers. Make sure you're connected with all people, because if we can be able to come together, especially tonight is an example of what we do on our Mondays and Tuesdays is an example just throughout the week. But if we can come together, help each other, or just build or just be a part of each other's lives, it could just be able to make such a difference in our community and the world.
And that's one of the things that on the tour, we heard similar things. And what we, Mawuli and myself, would share with people is, with particularly our young folks, is get involved, get with the group. There's groups out there, right? Not just the Black Man Lab. Of course, we welcome everybody, but there's other good organizations out there doing the work. Get involved, get in there, and then bring together other brothers.
Yeah.
So we can continue to grow the work. Khalfani.
Okay. So I wasn't all the way in the lab. I was helping prepare for the pod, but I do want to say I was proud to hear the main point that I heard because it really resonated with me. I'm pretty sure it was Brother Hood from Columbus, and he was talking about how we should just really mobilize. And that really stuck with me because that's something I kind of grew up on already, but it was great to hear another brother say it and stand on it because, as we all know, he was there in Columbus when we visited him the first round of the tour.
Yeah.
And, you know, I didn't get to go the second round of the tour, but it was good to see some more brothers come back.
Yeah.
And it gave us a good feeling, and it also showed me how much, like, effect the light is having from the Black Man Lab when we go out and do certain things. So, like, that was a very good point for me. And also just seeing different faces because we obviously in Atlanta, and some of the people here I never seen before. So it was good to see new faces again and know that we're, you know, bringing more people in. Even this brother here next to me, I never met him, but Q-Time, that's a place me and my partners, we go eat.
Yeah,
like
man,
when we in the West End, you know what I'm saying?
That's
it's
a
good. You know what I'm
staple.
saying? Yeah. It's good to make them connections as you were saying. So
Yeah.
that's one of the main things I got from the lab tonight is that we actually making an impact.
No doubt. No
Yeah.
doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Man, the lab tonight was just different. It was just a different feel, different energy. I know it has a lot to do with just being on this campus. Is a lot of our ancestors came through. Is a lot of our ancestors had to fight for us to be able to come and with 75, 100 brothers together without getting water gunned or fire hosed or whatever the case is. So tonight just was special. And I've been a part of the Black Man Lab going on a year, probably over a year.
Yeah.
And our meeting every Monday at the Y is special. So for this to kind of like over trump that is really special. And I want to piggyback off the young king right here. The fact that, come on, you got people coming from Columbus. You got people coming from all different parts of Georgia just to come out here for that 1.5 hour. That's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing. And just like you said, is if you would have knew about this program, you would have had your own chapter by now because you're a sharp young brother and you're a sharp young brother. And it's up to me as an OG to make sure y'all continue to be sharp. So tonight, it just was special, man. The energy was special. The brothers I can't even explain. It gave me goosebumps. I live around the corner. I walked here. I live on Peter Street. I walked here, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So y'all doing an excellent job, Marty. You're doing an excellent job. We
are linking this chain and it won't break here.
It won't break here.
Yeah. Brothers, I just want y'all to close out, man, with your habits, rituals, and disciplines. And we talk about this, right? We talk about it because what we believe is that if you might have something that you do on a daily basis that could be transformative for me, you know, I might be able to adopt it into my practice, my daily practice. And all it is just incremental increases in our productivity, in our integrity, in our spirituality, in our love for self. And as we increase those areas, then we help change our families, our communities, everything. So what are y'all doing on a daily basis that you think every Black man in America should know and consider doing, right? You know, we don't force nothing on nobody at the Black Man Lab. We just say, hey, consider this.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, this is my favorite part, you know what I'm saying? I've been watching everybody else do this, but you know, every day I wake up, I usually might make some breakfast. I might just cook, but I go to work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
10 o'clock, get my day going, and I start doing some content. Nah, see, I just lied to y'all. I'm playing. I don't cook every day, but this is really what I do, and this is what I recommend. But this is really what I recommend for brothers to do around the country. I really do this every day. I've started doing it for the past week and a half. I've been focused a lot on my content and creating, you know, products to put out on the internet for people to enjoy. So every day I've committed myself to coming up with an idea and executing it and editing it and then producing it to go out for the people to get. So I want to encourage brothers to commit yourself to doing something that you want to do every day and get it out there, whatever it is. So that's what I do every day.
We're going to talk
on that.
Cal,
Okay.
we're going to talk. I am.
Okay.
This is in divine order.
Sure.
I've been toying with it. I'm done with it. Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right. Come on.
That's brilliant, man. It's just great to be able to be sitting next to another black man that's just consistent in doing what you do. Like, just props on that. What I do is I've had a system which I practice. I was raised up as a Christian, and through that I was able to obtain the understanding of faith and belief. And then I was able to come into contact with the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad through, Minister Farrakhan of the Nation of Islam. And I was practicing the 5 prayers that, we are taught in Islam, and also specifically the Nation of Islam. And then, I read Message to the Black Man, which every single person needs to be able to make sure that they read that book, especially if you black. But a messenger, Elijah Muhammad, he has us recommending that we try to be able to pray 7 times a day. So that's actually one of my goals, is to be able to hit that, to be able to praying that much is just increasing, your aspects of your reality and also the manifestation, so to get that extra bonus. And then I went into the school, of course, the Moorish Science Temple of America. I was able to get benefits there on the, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And then I went into the school of Dr. Malachi Z. York, the Nubians, now known as the Sabians. And I'm practicing the chants that we were instructed to be able to practice by Dr. Malachi Z. York. So I'm not practicing it every single day, but I'm getting to that point of practicing it every single day of those chants, because if we can be able to get the benefit of those chants, the vibration and the frequencies and the increases of our being, continuing to be able to do that every single day, it's a lot of benefits that we can be able to unlock and just be able to benefit from.
And you 26.
Yes, sir.
Brother done hit all. He done hit some. Boy, that boy, he done hit different spiritual systems. Right. You dig? Most cats is like, I might say one thing, but that's beautiful, brother. And it's we talk about it at our law firm about those who are going to be the best lawyers and the best paralegals and the best legal practitioners are those who have intellectual curiosity. Right.
Yes, sir.
And not be lazy, and not just say, but are constantly curious. Right. And so same way in terms of our self-development, clearly you have had spiritual self-development curiosity that has allowed you to go into these different spaces and not, focus on contradictions or things that are not congruent, but instead just saying, I can get things, I can get pieces and put it into what you're doing so that you can be a stronger black man. So that's props, brother.
I've been blessed, and I give it back to my people, and also, of course, the ones that's coming up, and just be able to help to elevate our people and all people.
No doubt, no doubt. Cool.
Well, first of all, I get up, jump on my knees, thank God for giving me another chance. So I pray and I meditate. That's about 30 minutes as soon as I get up, and I start doing my research on stocks, seeing what's going on in the news. Try to stay away from the negative news, because guess what? It's 2 different types of news going on. It's news that Fox is just going to play all day long and loop all day long. He killed who and who killed who or whatever. And then there's news on how to take care of yourself in America. And that's your stock, CNBC. So at the end of the day, it took me a while to adjust to get out of watching the same news 5 times a day, because they're just going to loop. And you're really not learning nothing. You're just seeing what's going on in your neighborhood that you really already know what's going on. But when you can tap into CNBC and be in China, Australia, Korea, just off of a tap of a button and see that grain and salt and sugar went up. And now you going into Publix and wondering why milk is $100 and bread is $50 is no coincidence. Just follow the stocks. Right. So me getting so deep into the stocks is teaching me about my own life. It's teaching me about what's around me. We can talk politics all we want, but if we don't understand the economy, we're gonna be lost. We just think inflation just happens. No, everything is a cause, an action, and a reaction. So at the end of the day, you just gotta know what's going on. And another thing I do, I walk every day. So before I go to my office, which is in East Point at the Black House,
yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Right down the hall from Dr. Watkins' office, Boyce Watkins. So before I do all that, I walk at least 1.5 miles, 2 miles, and I stop. I talk to homeless people. Give me a jewel today. I give them their tips and you know what I mean? But give me a jewel today, because I was always taught you can learn from somebody 880 blind, cripple, or crazy.
There it is.
And that's my blessing to them, and that's their blessing to me.
Give thanks, brother. Marty, the tour is now complete for now. Yeah. 2022 is coming to a close, brother. What would you share with the Black Man Lab world, man, as this goes up? I know those who have been coming, we're going to want you to keep coming, keep building, keep recruiting bringing young brothers with you, bringing elders with you, and build it out. But what do you want to share, man? And we want to salute you, brother, as executive director. You've been on the case, bro. You've been on the case, straight up and down. We love you, man, and you've been doing this with everything going on, with your dad, and we lifting him up in prayer. Coach Monaghan, man, one of the great men of Chicago who lives down here now. So we just give it up for you, brother.
I would say, well, thank you, first of all. But I would say, what I was impressed with is how in every place that we went, everybody had that same feeling what we felt tonight. Everybody in those different cities said, we have to have the Black Man Lab here, inclusive of the college campuses that we were on, which was, quite honestly, being a pessimistic person I am a lot of times, I'm working on it. I really didn't think that would be the case. And in Fort Valley, which was our last place we were at, we had a whole bunch of young folks, and everybody that came to me, those young men, they said, we got to get that here. We want to do that here. And the truth of the matter is, and
we were most concerned about the situation, because it was a last minute kind of the organizing was just kind of not what we had been doing. But there it was. Yeah.
And that might have been a shining moment for me, to come out of that. Just like you said, it wasn't organized like we normally would have it, and yet we still wound up with a great amount of young men in the room, and their spirit was where it needed to be, which gives me promise and hope that this work that we're doing is going to continue to expand. I know that's my mission, is to make sure that we're continuing and expanding it, because I think that this is the tip of the spear of change for what we need to see in our community. So,
no doubt.
Thank you, brothers, again.
Hey, man, we got to shout out them Sigmas at the Fort Valley State University. We got to give it up, man. Keith made a couple phone calls, man, and his mob came out deep, man. Them brothers came out deep, and they were strong. They were strong.
And
man.
One brother from Monroe too.
And and one of the Sigmas was from Monroe, Georgia. The first and only other brother we have ever met from Monroe, other than brother Eldridge Washington, he was there. He was there.
With me. What?
Yo, man. To the whole Just Eldridge Media crew, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. A set of road warriors who had to go back and forth so that they could make sure that they were being the fathers and men in their communities that they needed to be. So they were driving hours, turn around and go back. So again, this is all about commitment. This is the Black Man Lab Afterflow here at ITC. And then we're going to give it up for the brothers, for the tour, for Black men and Black people.
Yes.
Together we will win.
Together we will win.
Peace.